As the Baltimore Ravens prepare to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers in the wild card round, they will be without one of their most explosive offensive weapons in Zay Flowers. If the Ravens intend to move the ball against a stingy Steelers defense, they will have to look to other options in the passing game. While that will certainly include tight ends Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, Flowers' absence will provide a golden opportunity for a different wide receiver who just may be capable of elevating himself into a true number one. Rashod Bateman. A former late first-round selection out of Minnesota, Rashod Bateman has struggled to stay on the field over the first few years of his career due to injuries to both his groin and foot. Despite this, Baltimore signed Bateman to a 2-year extension this past April, signaling their confidence in the young wideout's ability and potential to grow. This season, Bateman caught 9 touchdowns, second on the team, only behind Mark Andrews. He has become a trustworthy target for Lamar Jackson, thanks in large part to his ability to easily create separation at all 3 levels. With Zay Flowers out, the Ravens will be missing a crucial element of their offense. The Ravens consistently used his speed to stretch the defense horizontally, creating space for both the running and passing games. Flowers' 102 routes out of motion were 13th most in the NFL. Flowers also excelled in the screen game, averaging over a first down per screen reception. On this play against Buffalo, Flowers' motion shifts the outside linebacker inside, giving running back Justice Hill all the leverage he needs to win on his route. The Steelers' defense presents an intriguing matchup as the two teams meet for the 3rd time this year. Pittsburgh will do everything they can to slow down Baltimore's lethal rushing attack, leaning into their tendency of running the 2nd highest rate of middle field closed coverages. This means they will mostly play with one safety deep, allowing the other safety to play the run closer to the line of scrimmage. These single high looks will provide Baltimore's receivers with one-on-one matchups on the outside, where the Steelers have allowed the 7th highest EPA per pass as well as the 11th highest EPA per pass on deep targets. The Steelers were also insistent on running man coverage, doing so at the league's 6th highest rate, despite being in the bottom 3rd in EPA allowed in man coverage. This is where Rashod Bateman comes in. Both as a prospect and in his first few seasons as a pro, he has shown an excellent ability to run routes and create separation, particularly on outbreaking routes. This season, no receiver generated more EPA per target on outbreaking routes than Rashod Bateman. In fact, no receiver in the NFL generated even half the EPA per target that Bateman did at a staggering 2.06. In total EPA generated on outbreaking routes, Bateman trailed only Detroit's Amon-Ra St. Brown. On this play against Cleveland, Bateman is aligned out wide in a stack at the top of the numbers. Notice how as he begins his route, he stems it inside, ending up just outside the hash at the top of his route. This pulls the defensive back inside, creating plenty of space outside for Lamar to deliver the throw. Here, Bateman is aligned just below the numbers. With the Ravens going 3-by-1, the Bucs are running quarters. Bateman again stems his route to the inside, and as he breaks out, the DB tries to get underneath the route. Unfortunately for Zion McCollum, Bateman turns it upfield, and Lamar delivers a dime for an easy touchdown. Bateman's football IQ and route running savvy are also evident against zone coverage, where he consistently finds holes, especially over the middle of the field. He ranked 1st this season in average separation on intermediate routes and 10th in EPA per target on catches between the hashes. His ability to read coverages and adjust his routes accordingly shines against zones and makes him particularly dangerous against the Steelers' predictable coverage schemes, as they enter with the 4th lowest middle-of-field disguise rate in the NFL at just 19.4%. One overlooked aspect of Bateman's skill set is his ability to work with Lamar when the play breaks down. When Lamar is scrambling from pressure, Bateman does really well to not only get open, but to do so in a way that he is an available target for Lamar. On this play late in the 4th quarter against Cincinnati, Bateman is on a drag until he quickly realizes that his QB is in trouble. He immediately changes directions to get open in a space where Lamar's momentum will allow him to make the throw. While the loss of Zay Flowers is a significant blow to Baltimore's offense, Rashod Bateman's skill set positions him perfectly to step up in their wild card matchup. His ability to create separation against man coverage and find holes in zones matches up well against Pittsburgh's defense. If the Ravens hope to overcome Flowers' absence and advance to the divisional round, or perhaps even further, Bateman's ascension just might be the key to their success. If you've made it this far, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please consider subscribing. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.